So
after you choose your class and race, every class has a proficiency bonus for first level. It's always going to be 2 for first level, but it gets bigger and bigger. I'm a Dragonborn, so you have the +2 proficiency bonus. And to roll the strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, you...
Okay, so just briefly,
Yes.
we're using a different character stat generation system than is in the player's handbook for 5th edition. The one that I like to use is called Organic Character Creation, and it's from the 3.5 Dungeon Master's Guide.
But it also works for 5.
It works for everything, but you can use whichever system you like. There's only one system for rolling stats in the 5th edition player's handbook, and I think there's also a point buy system, which I've never liked point buy. So in organic character creation, you use 4d6. You roll them 6 times, 1 for every stat. You record them on a piece of paper, and then you assign them to the stats. You take
depends on what you want to be more. So if you want to be more...
Well, we'll get into that.
Like acrobatic, then you would put your highest one in dexterity. Or if you
Well,
want to be
yeah,
more like, I'm the strongest man in the universe, and put the highest one in the strength.
But that also depends on your class. So what I want you to do is I want you to roll 4d6 6 times and discard the lowest die each time. And just
4d6, not 4d6.
4d6 6 times and discard the lowest die. And then add the other 3 up and write that down. So you'll have 6 numbers written here, and then you will... So do it. Go ahead, do it.
Okay. Discard the lowest, which is a 2. And, oh, I got a good roll. 15.
All right, so just write down 15. Now do it again. All 4 dice. 4 dice.
Oh, yeah, all 4.
Discard the lowest.
There are 2 lowest.
Then just discard one of them and add the rest of them up.
All right. So 6 plus 6, 12. 15 again.
Cool, good. Write it down.
That's a weird one.
Oh, you're rolling really, really good. This is going to be an amazing character.
Oh, yeah. Oh, 2 ones.
2 ones, that's bad. So in character creation and stat generation, there's a concept in D&D called a dump stat, where for non-wizarding classes, usually your dump stat is going to be intelligence. That's just a personal preference thing. What was that one?
9.
Yep. That's a really good roll again. 15.
Yeah.
Gonna have a ridiculously overpowered character, Elliott.
I know. Isn't that great?
So you're playing a sorcerer. What is this primary spellcasting stat for a sorcerer?
I have to look it up.
Okay. We can look it up. We can find it right here. No, we're not. It's charisma. So
I did one too many.
sorcerers are a charisma-based spellcaster.
Okay, 6.
Okay, so you have 6 numbers here.
Yeah.
And you also have your racial modifiers. So Elliott is playing a dragonborn sorcerer. So she would take her racial modifiers and she would modify 2 of these numbers. Now, sorcerer is a charisma-based spellcaster. So you want a high charisma as a
So
sorcerer.
15 for charisma. That's not. I'm going to put a 15 here, right?
No, you're going to put a 16 because you're adding your
16
+1 racial
right
modifier.
here.
Stop putting your head in the way.
16.
Yep.
And if you're using the one from the player's handbook, you're going to put it on the one on the bottom. So you put it right here.
Yep, you put your score, your physical score right there, and then you put your modifier up here. For a 16, it's +3, I believe.
Yeah.
Because your modifier is way more important than your score. Your score gives you your modifier. Okay, so you have made that 15 a 16, and you have assigned it to charisma.
Yeah, and then for strength, I think I'm gonna do about a 10. Would that be good? I think.
Your 9 or your 10 is fine for strength. As a sorcerer, you don't need strength at all.
So I should just do 9.
Yeah, but you remember you're going to add a +2 strength modifier because you're a dragonborn. So
it will be 11.
It's actually 11. Yep. Just put a X through it or whatever. Okay. Now, dexterity for a non-armored class. Dexterity is very important because dexterity goes to your armor class. So if you're not wearing heavy armor as any class, you're not a fighter, not a paladin, not a cleric who wear heavy armor, you're going to want a high dexterity because that contributes to a good armor class, makes you harder to hit. Constitution is super important for every class. Constitution is going to give you more hit points.
Yeah.
And depending on your class, you might have really crappy hit points like a wizard. And if you have a wizard with a high constitution, then you're going to get better hit points than an average wizard. So you assigned another 15. Now, intelligence, I always disagree with people who consider, non-wizards who consider intelligence a dump stat, because intelligence is super important for role-playing.
Yeah.
You can see all of these skills that are based on...
And wisdom. Both of them have super high things.
Intelligence and wisdom, yeah. So insight, history, arcana, investigation.
I'm going to 5.
You're going to have a 15 intelligence. I suppose you've got all these great... Yes. Sure.
And then a 10 for this one.
Okay. So with that organic character creation, Elliott rolled super well. That's not going to happen every time.
No.
Your average... The reason you roll 4 dice and...
I got this for my last one. This is my character sheet I do with my family.
Yeah. Hardly... There isn't a single 16 on there.
Nope, there is. Right here. In dexterity.
Index, because you're a ranger and you need high dex as a ranger for archery. So that is how you roll organic character creation.
What about...
Rolling 4 dice and discarding 1 die gives you higher, on average, rolls than rolling 3 dice.
Yes, it's much better too.
So the average on 3 dice is, what is it?
Probably like that.
9.
Yeah.
The average on 3 dice is 9. The average on 4 dice is
10
12.
12, yeah.
Yeah, 12.
So how do we figure out what our pluses are for?
There you go to the first chapter. And right there, I opened right to it. Ability score modifiers. So you take the range, this is your score, and that gives you your modifier. So for every 15 that you get a +2. For your 10...
Oh, and it's on page 13 in the book.
For your 11 is a +0. So write that down. 11 + 0.
11. I have
your strength.
My strength is 11? Oh, yeah.
+0.
+0.
That is not a plus symbol.
That's a minus. So, and then you have a proficiency bonus, which would give you a +2 in whatever you
In
got.
anything you're proficient in. Yeah.
Yes,
Any
proficient.
skills that you choose that you're proficient in, you get the ability score modifier plus the proficiency bonus. If you are not proficient in a skill, you still get your ability score modifier. But we're not going to teach the whole game. Go ahead and fill out those 15s, make those 15s plus 2.
15s plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, and 16s?
16 is a plus 3.
Ooh, plus 3, nice.
Yep, plus 3 is great. And your 10 is a plus 0. That is all. That is organic character creation. Say bye, Elliott.
Oh, okay. Bye.